Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are going to take a look at Kerbal Space Program, and we are going to play some Kerbal Space Program. So let's get started here. What we can do is we're going to start a new career mode. We're going to start new. We're going to do a science career mode. NASA flag. That sounds like fun. Normal difficulty is fine. Don't think I need any help. Not necessarily any help, but I don't think I need it to be any harder than it already is. Yep. All right. So we don't have to upgrade any of this stuff, but we do have to get science. So what we have to do is we have to unlock our technology tree, and to do so, we're going to have to go to different and exciting places in the Kerbal universe or solar system, everywhere from the moon to M.Chimiste to I guess Eve and all the other different places. So let's take a look at the tracking station. We should be able to just quickly take a look at what our our opportunities are. So I'm thinking first we're going to start by getting into orbit, and then we can hit Mun and Minmus, and then so I think Duna is the equivalent of Mars. So I think goal will be we'll try to get to Duna. We also got Elu, which I think is like Pluto, Jewel. I think that's supposed to be like Saturn? Question mark. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be like Saturn, and then you've got different. Yeah, you got different moons, and then these objects here are asteroids. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Let's just try to not blow up on the pad. So that's fine. We're gonna leave here. We are gonna go into the vehicle assembly building, and we are going to set up our first rocket. So we're gonna call this the trash can Mark 1 because that's pretty much all it's gonna be. First rocket for our amazing space program. All right, so we are going to need a capsule for our crew. Science experiments. This is our essentially our currency. Still remember the keyboard shortcuts. I want it to snap though. There we go. I need a parachute. I only have these, huh? All right. Now we also want to make sure we check our staging. I've done this before too. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead. We're not even gonna launch yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our experiments. Get ourselves some free science. Keep experiment. Report. Keep experiment and should be a recover vessel. I know it's kind of like cheesing, but we can just go back in here and then launch him for real now. Gotta get our free science where we can. Alright, so put on our SAS. What weighs the ocean? right. Okay. Sure that our staging rocket then. Okay, good. All right. There we go. Let's grab our goo. And then we'll wait until we start falling, and we'll grab another mystery goo observation in the ocean. Right. This should give us enough science for us to be able to buy the next thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we kind of align our craft to the opposite way of our velocity vector, which I believe is what this little X means. And so that means that we're pointed away from the direction that we're falling. We'll deploy our parachute, which we just did, and now we should be able to land. We can turn off our SAS. We're literally just falling. I have no idea at what altitude the parachute is going to. 1,000, okay. Good to know. I cut the parachute, otherwise we would kill poor Jebediah Kermit here. Not sure how much of this is going to survive. I'm going to guess that the solid rocket booster is going to not survive this flight. No, did slow it down. It's good. I will speed up time though a little bit so that we don't have to sit here and wait forever for the 7 meter a second to get us all the way down from 500 meters. Although if I remember, there's like glitches, so when we get a little closer, I have to kind of turn it off and let it go down the old-fashioned way, 1-to-1. Otherwise, it'll like explode. But it's been a really long time since I've played this, so those bugs may be gone now. Alright, so we got the water, we got that. Now we need a crew report in the water. Now we can recover our vessel. And that should give us enough science to get us going, to do some things that are actually interesting, as opposed to just messing around. Alright. We have 23 science. Alright, what do we have? Engineering 101. That. We're gonna need some basic rocketry. Survivability, how much? 13. Okay, so we only have 13 left. So that's stability, general rocketry. Alright, so I think our next mission will be, hoping not suborbital. You need to make sure that the music doesn't play. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we are going to scrap this and start over. Need that. We have some more science stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick those on the side of this. Two of those. Two of those. Perfect. Now coupling. So now we don't have to worry about having this booster rocket always strapped to us. So what can we do here? So not much, I guess. So we do have some fuel tanks. Kind of crappy fuel tanks. So let's do those. That's fine. Coupling. Great. And then a hammer. Some aerodynamics, I guess. Awesome. This is not going to get us into space. Check our staging. So there's that. It pops off like that. And then that pops off and parachute. Okay. Trash can. Mark 2. The second rocket. Kerbal kind. There we go. Second rocket for Kerbal kind. Let's see that. Launch it. This should be fun. Let's see if we can get, I don't know. I'd like to get to like 30 or 40,000 meters, but I doubt that that's going to happen here. We have total, I'm guessing this down here is our total delta V of 1984 meters a second. So we're definitely not going to space. All right, we'll turn on our SAS, and here we go. All right, so we're gonna just, move it over a little bit. I don't want to go into the grass. All right, pretty good so far. Wow, we're going pretty quick with that solid rocket booster. We've already broken the sound barrier. You can see that with that here. So we're definitely not going to detach it yet. We're going to slow down to about there. Now this one I can bring down a little bit, so I don't have to. Yeah. So the nice thing about these is you can control them. So anytime you have like liquid fuel, you don't have to go full throttle, right? And we're not going to go full throttle here. Why are we gonna get 50? Oh, good. That's gonna a second. We don't want to go too fast inside the atmosphere. We can actually damage our rocket. Where are we now? 63. Let's try to get to 70. 80. Okay, that's good. We don't want to go too high yet. Let's go crew report. Temperature reading. Observe our mystery goo. And more mystery goo. Excellent. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn that off. Going to go right there. So what I'm planning to do here is we will go and use our remaining fuel to decelerate, simply because we just don't have enough to get into a sustainable orbit and come back home. But I also want to make sure that when we do hit apogee here, or apoapsis here, that we have a way of reducing speed so that we don't burn up. Not that we got a ton of fuel left, but Any little bit helps. So what we'll do is we will burn through this very small amount of fuel remaining, and then we will try to align the bottom of our spacecraft with the retrograde, yeah, with our retrograde vector, I guess, and then try to ensure that we don't burn up in the atmosphere. But we did get out of the atmosphere, which is good. Still, oh, there we go. Now we're finally falling. Master plan here is at around, once we start hitting the atmosphere, we're gonna burn through the rest of that fuel and then drop our stage. Don't want to do it too early because then it will create an issue with us hitting the atmosphere too direct. Right there, 270. That's probably when we're gonna want to burn. Maybe even earlier. All right, so we'll expend the fuel, we'll ditch the stage, and then try to come home in one piece. Now, I will admit, I'm not an expert, don't know much about rocket science. So we're hoping that this will not end very badly. But if it does, we'll laugh about it. Because why not? All right, here we go. 50. The Once we hit 40, we'll burn. All right, that's it. All right, that's all we got. Let's tell it to go retrograde and hope that we don't burn up in the atmosphere. I think this has a. I don't even know if this has a heat shield built in. I don't think it does. Well, we did break through the atmosphere. Don't want us going this fast to deploy the chute. We're gonna wait a little bit longer. Okay. Turn off our assists. We don't need to keep aligned with the velocity vector anymore. Parachute should do that for us. All right, here comes the opening. Excellent. That is a successful launch. So we'll just speed up time here. this down into the water, recover the vessel, and then let's buy some advanced rocketry components. That'll get us into orbit. Ten seconds to splashdown. And there we are. Nice, 43 science. Alright, let's take a look at what we can afford. Alright, so survivability we definitely want. We need those pieces. That would be good. This gives me radial decouplers. I don't really care about the winglet yet. Dynamic nose cone. Let's try general rocketry. Gives us a chance to. We'll use the bigger booster. So what we'll do is we'll just remove this. And then we will add thumper. Increment. Go wrong. Alright, so let's make sure we got that. Okay, that's set. Alright, so let's give him some more winglet. Oh. Break that off. And let's give him a we have some science stuff, so let's add these. Don't need that many. Two's fine. There should be a shield. That's really small. There we go. Add a couple more. Ooh, we have better fuel tanks now. Let's add that. That's better. Swivel. So the T30 model bows. I don't care. Does it have right mouse button, more info? So we have thrust. Does it have a gimbal? So I know this has a gimbal. Yeah, so this has 3% gimbal. Reliant does not, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll stay with our current model. This is gonna be fast. This is gonna be really stupid fast. Let's put some more wings on here. Just to make me feel better. Can we paint this? No. Still. Look at that. That doesn't. There you go. Yellow or orange, I guess. I'll go orange. No. Gray and orange. Whatever. Let's try it. Let's do it. Alright. I don't know if I can get into orbit with this, but we'll find out, I'm sure. I don't know how long this burns, but it seems like it's not as powerful as the last one. Oh no, it's definitely accelerating. Okay. Keep turning over. Wow, that's fast. If I could put two of these together, that might actually be a good idea. Alright, we're gonna let it get down a little bit. Let's see, how high are we gonna get with that? 25? Okay. Wait until we get to about 300. Okay. Getting there, getting there, getting there. 60, 70. Oops. I don't know how to turn it off. I used to remember all there were buttons. That was kind of a botched mission. Well, it'll be alright. What we'll do is we'll go up to 134. We will do our experiments. When we're at 134, I'm going to extend out a little bit so that we come in more gently into the atmosphere. And then we'll call that a day. So like right there for now. Okay, that'll be okay. We'll make it work. But at 100,000 meters, it should give me like a different tier of science. So as you go up different altitudes, they're like different bands. Like if you leave Kerbal gravity and you go to like, I don't know, deep space, like you can do experiments, but if you stay in deep space, obviously you've already used those experiments up. It's the same with what we've done previously, right? We were in a lower altitude, below 100K. So I think once we get above 100K, it's like a new set of experiments that one can do. Also, if we land somewhere else on the planet, so like for instance, instead of here in the ocean, like let's say I landed down here in whatever this biome is or whatever this continent is, there are different areas in Kerbin that have different biomes and provide different levels of science based off of where you are. So we can always use that to kind of cheese out some additional science, but I'm hoping that once we get to 100,000, which we're at now, we can observe the mystery goo and it will give us science. We can log our pressure data, log our temperature data, get the other mystery goo, pressure data, temperature data, and get a crew report. A new EVA. And excellent. EVA report. Take that. And then we're gonna board that again. So this will be a pretty good mission then. Should get lots of data. So what we're doing here is we are going to extend away That means we're gonna go faster, but we have no intention of actually getting into orbit. Yeah, we're not even gonna get close to orbit. But what this should do is it should make it so that we don't end up, falling in really, really, really fast to the atmosphere, in terms of like going for splat. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll go retrograde for now. And now is kind of a waiting game as we fall back to the planet. To speed things up. We're going to want to definitely slow down when we get to probably 80 or so. Yep, and then we're going to want to realign to retrograde. Tell you what, they did make this game a lot prettier. I have not played it in probably a couple of years now, and I don't remember this haloing effect. Last time I played it. Really pretty game now. Well, definitely looking forward to the second version of this. It's supposed to come out next year. I think it was supposed to come out this year, but then that whole pandemic thing kind of helped delay that, which is a bummer because it probably would have been a great game to play while stuck inside. All right. Should be starting to hit the atmosphere. Yeah, we're definitely heating up our heat shield here. Just hope it helps keep the experiments safe that are strapped on the outside. Because obviously these aren't really protected real well. But find out. Heat shield is holding, which is good. Like we're gonna be successful here, coming into the atmosphere. We didn't burn up. Still gotta get under the speed of sound though before I want to pop the chute. It's still quite risky to pop it. Once we get 100, 200, yeah, that's probably good enough. Pretty looking picture. Like we're gonna land in the ocean. Right? Speed some time up here and get down to the ocean. We'll grab our science and see what we can purchase in our tech tree. I'm hoping the next mission should get us at least into orbit. Right. So, what do we get here? We get the Terrier, better fuel tank. What is this? Large firework launcher. A fireworks. No, don't remember that being a thing. And I see that my headset decided it wanted to to reconnect. Okay, sorry about that. It's been doing that a lot recently, and I don't know why. For general construction, we get a decoupler, crew cabins, launchers, flag, stability. So we're gonna grab this guy. We definitely are gonna need that. We have 37 left. Do I have enough to buy anything else? It doesn't look like it. So okay, so we have stability now. So we should be able to do some really silliness. Probably regret this. Alright, we have these now. What we're gonna do, this is Kerbal Space Program, so to hell with doing the safe thing. We're gonna put two of these guys on the side. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I even have aerodynamic things I can put on the top. Excellent. Some winglets on there. More winglets on there. Go. Good. Real good. Alright. This is shaping up to be quite the more is obviously better. Yeah, we got some more boosters now, so now we're gonna really be going fast. So this is probably stupid, but alright, so what we're gonna do, I do want to be able to control it, so we're not gonna launch all the boosters. So what we'll do is we'll launch these two boosters first. It should get us off the pad, I hope. Then we will disconnect the boosters, launch other booster, and then we have a disconnect. This could go really, really badly. Give ourselves one more thing of fuel. Bad idea. I was hoping to have a little more science so that we could do this properly, but who cares? It's a cool space program. I don't even have ways to connect these together. Alright. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? Other than everything. Alright. Turning a little bit. It's so hard to turn. Oh my, it's so hard. Alright. First stage burnout. Don't hit it, don't hit it, don't hit it. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. We're gonna try to turn over a little bit more and hit it. Keep turning. Don't stop turning. Wanting to turn. You need better wings. There's no angle of attack on this. Or I guess there's an angle of attack, but I can't really impact that angle of attack. Oh, this is bad. Oh, so much fuel. Just like a ballistic missile. I mean, we're gonna get into space. Because that's nice. Hypersonic. You get the 74. Okay, well. Uh, Pop that off. We're not gonna light our engines again for a little bit, though. Alright, so we're at what? 74? Do push that up a little bit, I guess. 80. 90 is X cut. X is cut. Good. And 100 is about right there. Next, we're going to add a maneuver. That's about there. Yeah, that's 200, 98, 9. Close enough. Turn to the maneuver. Turn time is 26 seconds. We should have enough fuel for that. And hopefully enough to get back as well. Because I don't really have a good plan for rescue if it boils down to having to do some sort of a rescue operation. Really don't have a plan for that. So let's hope that this pans out. All right, so let's get out of our map here for we can watch this. Pretty is the moon. There's the sun. There it is. All right. So at about 15 seconds, I think that's when we're going to start burning. It's going to take us 26 seconds of total burn time. All right. Ready, steady, go. Three, two, one. Oh, perfect. Let's see where we're at. 99. Oh, good. We made it. We're in orbit now. Cool. Yeah. I think now that we're in orbit, this should give us new. It did not. It did not give us anything. Okay, so new plan. New plan is to force a landing in an area we haven't been yet. Maneuver. All right, that should get us, I'm hoping, in this desert. can land in the desert, pick up some sun. All right, so we're gonna speed up. Minutes. One minute. Newer node. So the plan. On 50, 40, 30, 27, 20. Good enough. Very cool. Speed up again. Great. We're gonna angle prograde. Give ourselves a little boost. Oh. Here we come across the see the sun again. Really love that effect that they put on there for the atmosphere, so you can see the atmosphere, sun, light source hitting the hitting through the atmosphere and giving that halo look. Really enjoy that. All right. So we are. This could be a problem. So what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and cut it. So we are off. The reason I did that is I didn't want to find out if we were gonna end up um, exploding. If that became problematic, I didn't want to blow up. Well, I didn't want to be on it when it blew up. Too. End up in the ocean again. Take what we can get. Yeah, I don't know why my headphones keep connecting and reconnecting all on their own. They're possessed. I'll have to take a look at that after we're done here. Like we're gonna end up right in that ocean. I mean, there's worse solutions. We could have ended up in, I don't know, somewhere exploding in the atmosphere. Didn't. I'm hoping we can get some science from the ocean. I don't think I used the temperature or the or I know I didn't use the barometer at all. We can at least get something out of this. Let's hope. Speed up a little bit. Alright, looks like we're going to be touching down here. Nice. Alright, so let's, because we still need to get, yeah, we're gonna pressure data, temperature, yep. You give me like a crew report. No, okay. About mystery goo, anything? Yeah, I think I can do an EVA report. Okay. That wasn't very successful, but we will take it. We will take it. That gives us at least enough to buy. Thinking, oof, so hard. Flight control might be good, or even basic science might be good. I think basic science is the play because you get the science junior, which we can use to. We can totally use the science junior to get some more science. What does that give us over here? Kits. New. Yeah, conformal storage is nice. A lot of this stuff is new. I've never seen it before. do I get? Okay, so I want fuel systems to get the external fuel ducts. That's going to be clutch. Advanced rocketry gets me the Terrier, which is nice for orbit. I don't know what these two things are. I don't think they're very useful. General construction is really good because you're going to want struts, and you definitely want the launch stability enhancer. So let's get our science first. We're gonna need it. And then in our next video, I guess we'll play around with trying to get into higher orbits science stuff. But I am going to call it a day for now, and we will definitely pick this up next time. Alrighty, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.